Today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 quick tips that will help you care for a loved one. So, if you're burned out, stressed out, exhausted from caring from your mom, your dad, your spouse, a friend, or a neighbor, this might help you. This might be a great way to help alleviate some of that stress. So, these 3 things are: don't plan too much, be flexible. I'm not saying don't plan, how you're going to care for your loved one, but don't plan too much yourself. Like, for instance, if you had a doctor's appointment, say like 10 o'clock in the morning, you were planning to go run errands, with your loved one, and then you were going to visit with friends in the afternoon or have lunch with them, and that was what you were hoping to do today and accomplish all that stuff. But then you wake up and your loved one, they wake up late, and then you get them into the car and they have an accident before you can leave the house, and now you're running late to your doctor's appointment, and now you're stressed out, and then you get to your doctor's appointment, 30 minutes late, they cancel on you, and then you go to run errands, and your loved one doesn't want to get out of the car, and then you have to cancel on your friends. Like, this is exhausting. It can be so exhausting, and the reason why you constantly feel defeated, the reason why you're constantly feeling like you can't just get ahead, is because you set expectations for your day. You said, we're going to go do this doctor's appointment, we're going to go over here and run these errands, and I'm going to visit my friends in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden, every single one of those things that you tried to accomplish, you felt defeated because you weren't able to accomplish. So the reason why I say that is because be flexible. Know that your plans are going to go awry. That you may not be able to actually fulfill everything on your wish list, and just so be flexible in knowing that, hey, you know what? If we make it to the doctors this morning, that'll be great. If I can even make it to the errands, like I'm gonna plan to do these things, but I'm not going to be so stuck on the plan that I can't be flexible and say, all right, I'll put your errands off for tomorrow. Or I'll use an alternative like a company like Shipt, and they'll deliver them to my house and I won't have to run to the grocery store. So just, be mindful of those things. How can I be flexible? How can I set my day up so I'm not being so rigid that if I don't accomplish something, or if I'm late to something, that it messes the rest of my day up. And now my loved one who's suffering from a cognitive decline, whether it's Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or something else, all of a sudden, they don't know why you're frustrated. They can't understand or grasp the concept of why. Another thing is too is just imagine waking up in China by yourself. Oh, yeah, no, waking up blind. Imagine waking up blind in China by yourself, and you don't know how you got there. So every single time that your loved one says something, does something, and you're frustrated because you're like, I've told you 100 times, don't, this is not what you do with this, or you get frustrated like that because you feel like they should know better. You've said it over and over and over and over again. Just remember that every single morning they wake up is like waking up blind in China, and they don't know how they got there. They have no idea. They don't have a concept or an understanding like we do. They can't remember that you told them something over and over and over again. And you may think they can, but the reality of it is more than likely is they really cannot remember that you said that. They don't have the ability to remember those things on a short-term basis. And so getting frustrated at them is only going to cause you frustration, and it's going to cause them frustration, and you're not going to be able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Number 3, take a break. Ask for help. You can't do it all. You can't do it alone. You need support. You need a support system in your life, and you need to build that support system with services in the community. And if you don't have family around, if you don't have friends around, if you don't have people that you can call on to come over and give you a break here and there, then you got to make sure that you reach out to other providers, other services in your area that might be able to help you out in case of an emergency. So if all of a sudden something happened to you and you went to the hospital, or if you had an emergency, and there was no one else that could come and watch over your loved one, your mom, your dad, your spouse, what do you have in place in an event like that? Have you reached out to a home care agency to see if you can get established with them? Have you reached out to a senior daycare center like this? Have you reached out to any other people in the community that provide these services professionally to see if you could get set up or go through the paperwork process? So if you have an event like that, you have someone that you can call on, you have somebody that you can rely on. So these are 3 things that will just take some of that stress off of you and help you deal with the caregiving process, caring for your mom, your dad, your spouse, or loved one. If you have any questions, my name is Chris Channa. I'm the owner of Chesapeake Senior Care. I love helping families care for their loved ones. I love helping families navigate this complex world of senior care. We authored this book called Florida's 5-Step Guide to Senior Care, and we walk families through these 5 easy steps of caring for their loved one and what to do through each step. It's a very simple, simplistic book that gives people the resources and the understanding they need to go and find the services that are most appropriate for them. If you haven't already, subscribe to our page, like, comment below, download our free resource guide. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help. We want to answer your questions, and we want you to be informed. We want you to be educated and empowered to make decisions that are best for you and your loved one. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you.